Hey, how you doing guys? It's Bella here. I do code and stuff on YouTube. Check the description for all my information. I do all LeetCode problems. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a big thumbs up to support it. And this is called count negative numbers in a sorted matrix. Given an m by n matrix grid which is sorted in non-increasing order, both row-wise and column-wise, return the number of negative numbers in grid. You can see that we return 8 because there are 8 negative numbers in the matrix. In the case when got no negative number, we return 0. Constraints m means the number of rows is equal to the length of this grid. The number of columns, which is n, is equal to grid at I dot length, and m and n are greater than or equal than 1 and are less than or equal to 100, and the value at the position of I and j is greater than or equal to minus 100 and like greater than or equal to minus 100 and less than or equal to 100. Let's look at this example real quick. So we got this matrix, and you can see, let's look at the last row, and you can see that the leftmost value is the biggest one, and let's look at the last column, which is right here. You can see that this value right here is the biggest one as well. Right here we can see that this right here is the biggest one, and this right here, right, is the biggest one as well. So yeah, because you could notice from the description of this problem, this grid is sorted in non-increasing order, both row-wise and column-wise. And 4 is the biggest one. So how can we solve this problem? We can solve this problem by setting up a few variables. The first one, m, is equal to the number of rows minus 1, and n, the number of columns, is equal to the number of columns at the position of 0 dot length, and we need to set up the pointer to 0 and count to 0. Then we create a while loop while m is greater than or equal to 0 and this pointer is less than the number of that rows into that grid. In the case, at each iteration we check. In the case when the value at the position of m and p is less than 0, means that's negative, we decrement m by 1. We count the number of all that negative numbers in that row, right? So we say the number of negative numbers is equal to the number of that columns minus p, and otherwise we increment p plus by 1, right? Plus plus, and we return the count. Let's run this code. There we go. Let's submit. Good. So you could notice that suppose we are at this position, and we can see that all numbers to your right here are negative, right? So that's why we say n minus p, right? Because m and p, grid at m and p right here is negative, so all that numbers, all that values, digits are negative. Next, in the case when the value is positive, right, or just 0, we increment p by 1. So we, like, initially we are here, m, like m is 3, right? Because grid.length is 4, so m is 3, that's 0 based, n is 4, and p is 0. Count is 0 as well. We are here. We can see that we enter this loop, and we can see that the value is negative, so we just decrement m by 1 right here, 2, and we count the number of negative numbers, which is n4 minus p, which is 4, right? 4, we got 4 right here. We are right here, I mean in the next iteration, and this right here is not negative, so we just increment p by 1, right? Then again, that is not negative, we increment by 1. We are here right now, so that's negative. We decrement m by 1, and we say n4 minus 2 is equal to 2, right? So we say, yeah, 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. And we are here right now, right? And that's not negative, so just increment p by 1. We are here, and we decrement m by 1, 0, and count is equal to n minus p, 4 minus 3, 1, so we say 7. We are here, and that's negative, so we just decrement m. We got minus 1, and count is equal to n4 minus 3 minus I mean, like, you know, is equal to 1. So 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. And finally, we return 8. That's the answer. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments below. I want to know what you think. Follow me on social medias. I do all LeetCode problems. Give me a big thumbs up to support my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.